Today, one Hollywood actress is sharing her story about battling her weight in the public eye.
Yeah, we've all seen Kirstie Alley go through her cycle, from her time on Cheers to walking out on set in a bikini. Now, the actress wants to share how she lost 50 pounds in 9 months and her plan to keep it off. Take a look.
I lost 50 pounds doing Jenny Craig over the last 9 months. It's a perfect fit for me because I'm a foodie and I love comfort food and I love selection of food, and they have bajillion selections, but most of all, I love good food and really tasty food. Also, you get a personal consultant, so whether you walk into a center or you're online, and that's a big factor. I personally like the sitting down one-on-one with my consultant because she gives me great ideas. We plan the week in advance, and we you know, they're usually funny. I'm funny, they're funny. It's light, but they put enough order in and enough discipline and accountability and responsibility to make you interested in doing it. And everybody's different because, you know, I travel a lot and I'm invited to a lot of events. And so my consultant would say, well, how many events do you have this week? Oh, I have 3. Okay, so how are we going to do this so you don't sabotage yourself? So here's an example. I'll eat dinner right before I go to a party so that then I'll have an hors d'oeuvre, not 20 hors d'oeuvres. Little light things, but on a week-to-week basis with real things that are going to happen in your life. So you have real prediction that you're going to win that week, and when you come in the next week and you weigh with your consultant that you've lost some weight, because that's the goal of that. But they help you out with other things. They have helpful hints to you. And we all have things. I mean, none of us gain weight in the United States unless we've been eating, I would say, the American way, which if you go to a restaurant, you know, it's a portion for a family of 4. So my consultant, as an example, said, try sharing, order one thing that you and your friend want to order and split it. And that comes out to be about the right calorie intake and the right portion. So they help you with the portion control. They're there for you. I don't think I could do it alone any more than I could be a football player without a coach. I like many of the Jenny Craig foods, but my absolute favorite is chicken fettuccine. I love the turkey burgers. Dessert-wise, I love the little tiny chocolate cakes, and I love the brownies. Breakfast-wise, I love to eat the sunshine sandwich, which is like a breakfast sandwich, which has a, what is it called? An English muffin, and then egg, and a little piece of turkey bacon in it, and that's very satisfying for me. I just love so many of their foods, and they have a huge selection. They have great Mexican food, for example, or Italian food, or they have something for everybody. And believe me, I've been approached by other weight loss companies, and I've tasted their food, and I wouldn't last a week on it. And the Jenny Craig food, my friends steal, my children steal, people that don't need to lose weight steal, and so they're sort of connoisseurs about food too. And so when I have my friends over and they would prefer to eat chicken fettuccine or one of the Jenny Craig entrees than to go to a restaurant, you know the food is good for anybody, you know? I've learned a lot of things from my consultant on how to get to a weight, which is one important factor, and then how to remain that weight. And that's probably been my biggest change this time, which was, you know, the Jenny Craig programs suggest that you get a certain amount of exercise in, which is really good for you, but the way you exercise is up to you. So I chose riding my yellow bike and going to people's houses to visit them, or riding to the grocery store, or riding to the hair salon, whatever, and visiting people. I bribe people to ride bikes with me, but it's more like you would ride bikes when you were 10 years old. So that was a good suggestion from the consultant. And then the other thing that the consultant has done for long term is they've really taught me that at the beginning of every week, if you take a view of the week and as much prediction as you know that you have, you know, if I have a party or I have a dinner at Grammy's house or whatever I have, and everybody's different, and you make some decisions about that. And I don't want to end up like I was before. I don't want to eat willy-nilly, and I don't want to, you know, make goals like, well, as soon as I've lost this weight, I can eat whatever I want anytime I want, because that's how I got fat to begin with. So I want to have that, and it's just the right amount of discipline and responsibility that I can live with. It doesn't take much effort, and that's how I like to live my life, sort of as effortlessly as possible.